Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into these clips.
I just saw a TikTok about, I guess, this new thing. I mean, it's not new. I think it's been going on forever, but there's a name to it now. It's called passport bros. So from my understanding, it's basically men that are leaving the United States to travel to foreign countries to meet women that are quote unquote more feminine and more like catering to men, because women here in the United States aren't that. And there's an outrage, like women are mad. Some women are mad. But what I want to say is good. That's good. People should do what they want to do, right? If you want to find somebody from another country because you think it's going to fit your situation better, great. But let's call it what it is, please. You're still going to provide for a woman, right? But the standards are a little lower over there because most of the women come from poverty, right? Which is, hey, you know what? I get it. It's cool. They got to do what they got to do. But this is an arrangement. You know that, right? Like, they're looking at these men like, okay, that's my meal ticket, right? I guess if you know it's a mutual respect, but it's not love for most of the time. I'm sure there are some that like you end up caring for each other, right? But you're doing the same thing you would do here. You just can't find somebody at your caliber here, maybe. So you have to go away. I try to think of it the opposite. Like, let's say I don't even know if they have that, passport girls, right? If I went to go find a guy from another country that was submissive to me and did everything I wanted, I would know in the back of my head, he's here because, not because he wants to be, because he has to be, out of needs, you know? But how would that sit with me? So I guess my question to you men is, do you think these men are just okay with knowing they're being used?
Let me tell you something. Who the heck cares? If you feel like going out of town or going to a different country is going to give you a better option, a better dating option, do it. Don't listen to all this dried up vagina freaking nonsense that some of these women are talking about. Right? Don't worry, guys, they can hate till their face is blue. Don't worry about them. Go out there. There are women out there that are waiting for you. I don't care how the women over here try to make it seem like, oh, women out there are less than. No, the women out in other countries are wonderful. Now, you still got to vet them. I'm not saying that every woman that you're going to meet in a different country is going to be an angel. But the chances of you meeting an angel in a different country is so much easier than here in the United States. Because out there, especially in those countries that haven't adopted the whole feminism rhetoric, those countries that still hold strong traditional values, those countries that the women actually, they love the gender roles. They embrace their role as a woman. They still understand what it is to be a woman. Not like in the United States where everyone is talking about, oh, we're all the same, we're equal. Today I'm a monkey, tomorrow I'm a cat, next tomorrow I'm a jaguar. No, right? If you feel going out is going to give you a better option, do it. Don't listen to, guys, don't let people guilt trip you. These women, they just hating. Plain and simple.
Do you ever plan on cheating on me?
Absolutely not, no.
Do you ever plan on divorcing me?
No.
Okay, well, this right here doesn't matter. All this means is that if you go back on your word of what you just said to me,
Right.
that's the only reason why this right here will take an effect.
Does this prenup have any silent party influence?
I don't know what you mean by
Because
that.
I feel like Your ex, she mentioned the prenup. Too many hands in the broth is the saying that we say in Trinidad. When too many hands in the broth, it spoils the entire thing. So now it's like looking at me as if I have some secret agenda to try to take what Bilal has.
First of all, that has absolutely nothing to do with anything. And it
You
relates
sure?
to, well, you asked me a question. Can I answer your question? That has absolutely nothing to do with anything whatsoever. But I also know that I have 2 children that I also have to protect as well. And I can't just say, oh, well, let me just have a blind eye at love. Well, that wouldn't be smart.
Let me tell you guys something. If you're ever getting married to a woman, it doesn't matter where she's from. She might be from Venus, Mars, wherever she's from. If she makes a sound when you say she needs to sign a prenup, if she has any sort of, I don't care what the reasoning is, guys. Even if she says, you know what, I changed my mind. Guys, once a woman rejects the idea of her signing a prenup with you, you need to let that woman go. Because she does not love you. Plain and simple. I don't care if later on she decides to sign it, or it doesn't matter. Once she has made that decision, once she has that initial reaction of, no, I'm not going to sign the prenup, and she goes ahead and tries to guilt trip you just like this woman did, guys, I love something about guys, right? Here's the thing that we do that really, really irritates me. We tend to give people 1,000 chances. You see how he's like trying to negotiate it with her and like, hey, but if you love me, if you're not planning on cheating, guys, there's no discussion. It's either you sign it or we're done. And when I ask you the first time and you have a problem with it, we're done. That's it. There is no, guys, let me tell you something. When you're going into a marriage, I know we say you gotta love, you gotta do all this thing, but you have to go into it logically. Because at the end of the day, when that woman falls out of love with you, it will be your ass that is put through the ringer. If you don't believe me, go and ask any divorce lawyer. What happens to men that go into a marriage with love and having no prenup? And what happens to them when they get divorced? What happens to them? Just ask. So if you're dealing with a woman that decides, you know what, she's not going to sign a prenup and she's going back and forth with you, guys, this is not a negotiation. This is not a negotiation. If you're providing for this woman, if you are a guy that you say, okay, I'm going to be providing for this woman, I'm going to be making majority of the income in this family, you need to be protected at the end of the day. Because I'm telling you, the way that woman loves you today, quote unquote, is not the same way that she's going to love you 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road. And let's say, God forbid, something happens. You guys are getting a divorce. She's not going to remember when she said, oh, I thought this was about love. At that point, you're not even talking to her. You're talking to her lawyer that you will be paying for. So guys, that is the video for today. If you haven't already, guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. With that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.